Yeah, make sure that's on Silencio.
Yep, I got it.
Silencio.
Going through stuff.
What? All the
list.
Pornhub tabs?
Yep.
The list.
The list. Card list.
Sure. All right.
Hey, are we ready?
Yeah, we've been ready.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Hideaway Gaming.
you sound like you got 2 hours of sleep.
Really late game with some customers. And then I have a young boy that's up in the crack of dawn, likes to shit his pants, and then he goes back to bed, and then does it all over again.
If that isn't the life, like
yeah,
what else is?
Yeah, pretty much. My tummy hurts. I don't know why.
My tum hurts too.
Maybe it was that last. Maybe because I ate your donut last night, and then there was bad karma.
You save it for me. Yeah,
yeah. And I was like, fucking Aaron's not gonna eat it. And you're like, you were saying like wrap it up and it'll be okay the next day. Yeah. I'm like, obviously you haven't eaten their donuts.
Just microwave it for 10 seconds. It gets all soft.
It's got custard in the middle.
Yeah, it's just as if it came out of the oven.
That's gross.
Okay.
Custard's supposed to be like cool and nice.
I guess. But that's why I said 10 seconds.
Warm and hot. It seems disgusting. Nah, man, that shit gets soggy, man. No. You're fucking talking about some ludicrous shit. That's gross. Microwave it?
Let the people decide. Do we microwave custard-filled donuts or no?
Long Johns? I think that's a terrible idea. See, the problem is that they have some weird fucking breading. Like, because there's that. So it's not a cake donut. What's the other one?
Oh, yeah. Is it like a pastry donut? I don't know what you mean by what's the other one?
You know, because there's two types of donuts. Donuts that are like that fluffy, like Krispy Kremes. Whatever that is made out of.
Like they're airy donuts?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are they?
I get what you mean by like they're airy or cake donuts, yeah.
Yeah, they're not, but their cake donuts are like brick, they look like a little fucking brick.
Mm-hmm.
And those are considered cake donuts because I think they use like cake batter. And I don't know what the other one is. They use some kind of batter. It's the same shit that's around corn dogs, I think. No. Like deep fried stuff. When you deep fry something. When you go like to the old, it's in the past now. I'm pretty sure it's dead. We're never going to have it again. We used to go to the old festivals and carnivals. That kind of thing. Since COVID took a shit on something.
I don't know if there's
we're not doing that anymore.
A side carnival in Hartford off the highway. It was there last summer.
Was it going?
Yeah. Ferris wheel and all.
Huh?
Ferris wheel and all.
Fuck, man.
Because that's where the Van Buren County youth fair is held.
Oh.
So they couldn't have it, so they just put a small, like, God, I don't know, as big as a fucking truck stop gas station size, you can get elephant ears and all that shit. And I thought it was cool because I wanted to stop by.
Yeah, it's the same stuff that elephant ears are made out of. That shit.
All I know is it's dough. But maybe it's just made differently. But obviously, yeah, it's not that.
It's the same shit. But either way, that stuff's not made to contain liquid. So, like, you can kind of get away with it, but the next day, the outside is super crusty, and then the inside's kind of wet, and you're like, ugh. And you just throw up because it's, like, bad texture. Oh, my son developed that for me.
Bad texture?
Oh, yeah. He fucking throws up. Not throws up. He, like, looks like he's going to gag. If he doesn't like the texture, he'll be like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
What is he, part cat?
I don't know.
He's just over in the corner.
Shit. No, it's just so weird. Like, there was some... He's done it. So one time, the first time No, he's done it before. So like, we fed him like something weird texture food, like some baby food that was weird, and he'll make that gag face like, and then he'll keep eating it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so then, but then the first time we knew he had like maybe it's like a sensory thing for him.
Okay.
There was these beads that my sister-in-law made. It was pretty much like, it was like these wooden beads that were on like some yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, he can have, I made him a homemade teething bead thing. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then we try to hand it to him, and he goes to reach out to touch it. As soon as he fucking touches it, he's like, I'm like, every time we could give him anything, we like tested it out, and like gave him a spoon. We gave him a wooden spoon also, nothing.
Jesus.
And then right when he touched those wooden beads, it'd be like, I'm like, what the fuck? So my theory is that he saw Allie put the wooden beads up her butt. So then she was like, oh yeah, these aren't teething wooden beads. These are my butthole beads. And he saw her, and then he was like, oh, gross. And he never wanted to touch it. That's my theory. Butthole beads.
Yeah, it's just kind of an odd scenario. You put that.
That's,
in the
I
same
mean,
boat with
it makes
your
no
kid.
sense. It makes no sense why he would be throwing, like, gagging on it unless they're her butthole beads and they caught her. And then he's like, I don't want to touch those.
God. Yeah, we'll say about anything on here, huh?
Yeah. So go back to that, and we're starting to feed him food, and then like food,
Mm-hmm.
like human food. Baby food's like alien food. It makes no sense. But yeah, he like if the food is like, I don't know if his mouth is really sensitive or something. Maybe his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got to be his teeth. And then like we gave him some warm food, like it was just cooked, and we cooled it down. We didn't. I thought we burnt his mouth, and I was like, oh shit, because he like it put it in his mouth, and he like turned his head and like shook, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, and I blew on the next one, blew on it, and I put it against my lips, because that's how you can test it's really hard, because it's like your lips are like the most sensitive thing on your body. And then I was like, no, this is fine. And then he did it again. It was warm, but it wasn't hot. So I was like, so now that's a new thing with us. And then like I gave him some sweet potatoes, like actual sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And he was gagging on the sweet potatoes. And yeah. That's a weird thing. Hey, you said your kid liked sweet potatoes, right?
No, that was the one thing she didn't like when she was growing up.
Oh, never mind.
She might like them now, but
Oh, never mind. I was just kind of curious.
she was a green bean girl.
Here we go, listeners. If you got a kid and you ever fed your kid sweet potatoes, does their poop come out like sweet potatoes? Because my boy, for some reason he can't digest sweet potatoes. He just poops out sweet potatoes. It's the weirdest thing, man. Just straight up sweet potato come out his butthole. I'm like, ugh.
I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I bet anyone who's listening to this right now is like, yep, glad I ate that last thing I just ate just a second ago.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing. I've noticed that since he was like tiny. He could never, like, he would eat he loves sweet potatoes, and then he would eat it, and then it's like, oh shit, it's all orange. Man, what the fuck? He just can't digest it. It's really weird. But maybe it's something. But yeah. What are we talking about today, other than my child? And this,
that you could just go on and on.
Throwing up, or not, just the gagging, and then the pooping. Yeah, you have to see it. It's fucking hilarious.
We started our Patreon this week.
Oh, we did.
We already got 2 Patreon members.
Yep. Did they give us what they want to talk about?
Justin, no. The only thing that happened was that Justin said about recording.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
But the thing is I told him it's fan request episodes on the podcast, and then that would be part of the middle tier, the rogue level tier, for bonus episodes of just anything when we get that going.
Okay. So
now that we have our Patreon done, I just want to take a brief moment to tell everyone what are the tiers and what they include.
All right.
So being that we're called Hideaway Gaming, I just called them, to be in the theme of it, Thief level, Rogue level, and Assassin level Patreon tiers. At Thief level, which is the introduction, it's $5 a month. And this is purely pretty much to support us, but you do get access to our Discord. There's about 40 plus members from the community who like to play Arena or any other games together and just meet and talk. And you get Patreon shout outs on our podcast or any other videos that we do. The middle level is the Rogue level. In this, you get everything from the first tier, but you also get the access to request special episodes for the podcast. And then you will have access to bonus content, mainly podcast episodes that we do on the side, and any other videos we do down the road, such as doing our Commander games on video and such like that. We got a lot of people who want that to happen. Mm-hmm. And the last one, the Assassin level, includes everything from the second and first tier, but you also get monthly merch and access to monthly AMAs, Ask Me Anything. So you guys will be able to post on the Patreon what you guys would like to ask among me and Alex, and we'll answer it. Pretty much anything. We're pretty open. And then access to merch from our shop. So 1 month it could be playmats, could be sleeves, D&D figures, who knows. So, but it would definitely be worth the tier. We're being kind of generous with it. So.
Yeah,
and of course, this is all just a good way to support us. If you like what we do and you like the shop and just want to help out, that's what these are all for. Our first goal is to get a third mic, and then once we hit that, I think we're gonna get more recording equipment to record our own games and not have to borrow someone's equipment. So, but yeah, go to our Patreon. We have a link on our Facebook, and just search Hideaway Gaming on Patreon.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
So with that, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
go ahead.
No, I just wanted to give a shout out to our first 2 Patrons, James and Justin. James H. I think his last name
Hewitt.
I didn't know if it was fine to say their last name.
I don't know why.
Because it's public and people can.
Oh, I'm not gonna assassinate him.
Well,
it's like, all right, James Hewitt's on my hit list.
I just don't know how some people felt. That's all.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for the support, guys. It's means a lot.
And Justin R.
Yeah, Justin R. I messaged him. I said, "Hey, are you fine if I say your last name on the podcast?" So, but yeah, thanks, guys. You guys will always get shout outs every time we do our podcast. So
we'll try to get a camera so we can record those games and make those available on the Patreon. Some of those games are pretty funny, so they're really good access to something to watch, some good ideas from Commander decks, and really good interaction with just non-competitive Magic, non-competitive EDH. So I mean, there's a lot of cool, neat stuff you can always find out. I will give kind of a warning. We do cuss a lot and we do banter a lot, so be ready for that. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we still kind of get along. So it's
we
not
still
like,
kind of get along.
Well, we still end up showing back at. So we obviously don't hate each other. We just get annoyed.
Oh,
See,
it's so
we
mad
had
at
a
me?
huge.
Oh, he's back today. Cool.
So we had a huge, and I can't believe we're consistently talking about this every damn. No, it's not about every podcast. It's like almost once in a while podcast. I think it's like maybe every 3 or 4. It's just this great debate, or not great debate. It's just discussion of like how butthurt do you get about a game that kids also play. It's so crazy. I'm just it just makes me wonder what the see, the funny thing is, like, I don't get why people still stay in the game. If
you mean like instead of like just kind of like back up and take a break or something?
No. Okay, so like last night there was I was just like thinking of scooping, not because I wasn't having fun or anything. It's just because it was not like it was hard to say. I mean, I was playing stacks, so stacks is a little bit weird. You just don't. It's slow. No one's comboing off shit like that. And there's always like people like locked out, kind of doing their shit for the commander decks. But I kind of just wanted to scoop just so
Get another gamer or something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So what I'm trying to get at is like, why do people stick in the hell? Like, they just stick in the hell just to stay there and then complain, right? So I wasn't complaining one bit. I didn't care, but everybody else was. So I was just like, let me just get out of this game just so they can just play Magic, whatever. But then I thought about it again, and I was like, if I got out at that time and it was going to go on Max's turn, there was nothing. And that's why I got rid of the pig, because I thought Dylan was going to do something, and he didn't. And I was like, you goddamn idiot. Because I think the pig was holding down some stuff. So
yeah, the pig was doing work. I mean,
either way,
I mean, they were both. I mean, Max had 11 or 17 treasures, and his deck works off that. So
yeah.
Like I said, I just kept giving you crap because I like when you say like, oh, I don't want to play a 5-minute game. It's so long. But then you play your stacks deck. I was just giving you crap about that. I was just more mad that I fucked up twice and gave Max my commander, and instead of just not thinking. So, I mean, you're
on tilt, Bo.
You're a Myriad dude. Turgid works in hand when it's like I can cast Turgid and like play like a fucking duress or something. So I couldn't do it because you only play one spell. So that was frustrating. But I'm still in the game. It's like I could top deck something that's really good.
Okay.
That's why, like, with what you were saying about you don't want to scoop because that stuff's happening. Like,
what's the point? Like, I mean, at that point, it's just like, it's not. I guess maybe people just consider a win the highlight, right? I'm like, okay.
I very much like the journey and then the win.
I kind of just like the fuckery.
I mean, you gotta be honest. Like, I don't think really anyone ever sits down and never is like, I have no clear goal to win. No clear goal. Even if it's a small goal, even if it's a small desire, everyone has a very small desire to be like, hey, my deck worked and I won. I feel like everyone has that. But I think it's better if you have like, ooh, I want to see how this deck that I pieced together and puzzled together works and how it interacts and stuff,
I think I'm on that aspect.
And that's
I really
good.
don't care to win. Like, that's my thing about winning in general.
You hate when you screw yourself.
Huh?
You hate when you screw yourself, or like you beat yourself, or like your deck does.
Oh yeah, when I'm not drawing and shit,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll scoop. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna sit through this game, not do shit. That's the only time I really get mad. And like, just like when my deck is just like, okay, because I was playing against the new guy, and then Dylan. Was it Dylan?
Yeah, it was Dylan. Oh no,
yeah, and I was just literally, I drew all the fucking planes in the goddamn deck. I had 7 planes on the field. It was the equipment deck I have. Just needed one mountain.
That's a
and I'm just getting
deck.
my dick kicked in, just like I'm like, Dylan, kill me, and I'm like, and I'm trying to stay in the game to teach to a new member, to a new player, just like don't quit, you might get something out, and then I was just like sticking it, and Dylan's not really killing us, and I'm really fucking like, oh my god. And I'm like, I was just mad at my fucking deck because I was just drawing planes. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, and all I needed was one mountain just so I can have some interaction.
Yeah.
But it didn't work. I was just like, what the fuck, man? Okay. I had like, oh my God, I had so many equipments out. I just kept putting them out. And then Dylan just like, oh, I'm just going to blow them all up at one time. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks. And then I was just like, man, this game's over. And that was, normally I don't like doing that. If I draw like fucking, I think if I drew at the 5th land and it was still a fucking plains, I would have been like, all right, I'm done. And just like, because there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
And, but most of the time, I just kind of like doing neat stuff with my deck. I don't really like, because I don't really win, so I don't really care. I think that's one of the best things. But people have they're hell bent on winning little games,
which I would say it's fine. I mean, it's a competitive game to. Still, I mean, it's like when you're like, what's Magic about? Oh, you both have these decks. You're a Planeswalker in this realm. You sling spells and stuff and cast creatures, and your goal is to hit someone down to 0. I mean, that is the goal of playing Magic. But if you're just like, that's all you're about, and to where it's like, oh, you countered my commander, now you killed my commander when I got out, and blah, 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 and you just get mad about that type of stuff, then that's not the type of game for you.
Yeah, but I feel like that leads into something. That leads into some internal emotions. Because here's the thing is, you have to look at it the basis of the premise. It's a casual format. It has always been a casual format, and it's always should be a casual format.
Oh yeah.
So there's that when you're playing something casual, see that's the biggest thing too. And you learn this if you play sports. There should always be a switch. Always. Like, there's some people that can't do it, and it's very fucking terrible. You just can't distinguish the difference into, like, real life interaction with even just the most normal things you do. Being super competitive into actual competitive scene. And that just, I mean, there's a lot of great athletes that you can think about, and then their life is very competitive. Michael Jordan's like the biggest one that I could think of. Super competitive on the court, off the court. Like, this guy was just always like that. Mm-hmm. Like, one of the biggest things he was very competitive, and a lot of people talk about it, was when he was golfing. He would be very competitive. Mm-hmm. And then just like he'll be betting and then bet like on random things, like a flip of a fucking coin. I watch you watch that Netflix special. They talk about that. They were like literally in the back room. It's like him and like 3 random like limo drivers or something. They're just sitting back there like flipping a coin and betting on the flips or some shit like that. It's like really weird. I was like, what the fuck? Do you guys have nothing to do?
And you have all this disposable income.
Yeah, it's fucking, they're like betting hundreds of dollars.
That's ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid.
That's so ridiculous.
Either way, so what I'm trying to say, there's I think it's healthy to understand that level of basically mentality where you can separate those two things. Like, I'm sitting down to play a game to enjoy, try to map my way through scenarios, and then if I do win, cool. If I don't win, cool. You know, there's so much shit other than that. Just pick up another game. But I mean, like I said, I just think people have a hard time trying to separate that, and it can lead into some bullshit. Like, there was a certain member here last night that imploded, and we're like, a what? So, yeah, and that's the thing about it. It's just like, being a sore loser is terrible, and imploding on the people you play with, it's not healthy at all, because they're not going to want to play with you again. And you'll eventually feel shunned, and then you'll eventually like not want to play Magic anymore, and then you'll literally just stop playing something that you really enjoy playing. So just because you decide to get all butthurt and then implode on people and make remarks, yell at people, cuss, you know, it's not cool. I mean, if you're mad at somebody, or you just didn't understand what the fuck why they did something, I mean, just try to think back and just be like, fuck, this is just a game. I don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna go home, you know, maybe, I don't know, have a slice of pizza or
not get laid.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm just saying, it just like, there's more to life than just, you know, certain things. You know, I think people could take it too personal too. If someone does something and then they do it again and then they do it again, but you also got to think about it, like, how are you coming off? And also, like, I think that was one of the biggest things that had Justin brought up. Like, he just hates Hall Breacher. Like, if, you know, Dylan played one, didn't really want a combo at all. He just needed a one treasure just so he can get his color fix, so then he can wipe the board. Yeah. Makes sense, right? I was like, oh, okay, go that. That makes sense. And then Justin was like, nah, fuck that. But
oh, he didn't pay the. Oh, he didn't. He decided not to.
He didn't draw.
Yeah.
And then Max ends up taking whatever. But I think if Justin would have told him, it was like, hey, I need you to draw this card because...
You mean if Dylan told Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Yeah, if he's like, hey, Justin, I need you to draw the card to give me the treasure. So I can
get this one treasure, please.
Yeah.
I don't care about him. He could die. You know, he's going to die. They just say, I want to blow the board up. And then... But he didn't say that. He's just trying to be sneaky. Yeah. And then Justin's got such a, you know, trigger with Hall Breacher. So then it kind of just like,
which is understandable because I mean,
yeah, I mean, well,
the card is
there's too much. There's too much like, well, the problem is there's too much interaction with that guy and forcing people to windfalls and shit like that. Yeah. That's the problem. And then I could see that. And then just if that's starting a cycle in your play group, it could be really like terrible and repetitive. And if it's repetitive, I mean, that's true. But here we go again. If you know somebody's running blue, then...
Which a lot of people do.
And then it's like, you should most likely run some more interaction. Mm-hmm. That's the thing is, I mean, I think that's the answer to most of other decks. I run like, I mean, at least 8 to 12 interactions.
I don't think enough people run, what's the recent one? Summer's Veil? Is that the recent one? Or even Autumn's Veil. The difference is the Summer's Veil, you draw a card, but...
Yeah.
No, not enough people run that stuff, and the problem with that is people will complain.
Well, I mean, it's not going to help you in that situation, but
what I'm saying is because of the whole thing about blue, and that's blue is the most toxic color. And I'm just saying in general, because you're saying you need running more interaction, and that's a great interaction card. But yeah, Red Up, like I was telling Yeah, Justin. I was like, if you're not running blue, dude, put red elemental blast, pyroblast. If you have red, if you're not running red, put a lapse of certainty in, put a mana tithe in. There's so many people who will tap out by turn 5, where mana tithe will almost always count into the spells. But people find that, I guess, as a niche. It's like someone told me about Void Fate. That seems nichey. I was like, really? How many times have you put your commander out or something and someone wants to kill it with an instant speed spell? You know, or Oblaet, because Oblaet's played a lot now more because it was printed in Double Masters.
Yeah.
1 green mana. Can't be.
That's phased, bitch. That's annoying because you can't get it back from
it's your commander is literally gone until you can kill that damn enchantment, which I'm not saying is hard or impossible, but yeah, you're right. And we keep trying to tell everyone to play more interaction for shit like that. Specifically that type of counter spells or something if you don't want Hull Breacher to come out. Yeah,
it's not, I mean, interaction, like just when we say interjection, it's too. Like kill spells, counters, shit like that. And that helps a lot. Because, I mean, those things are like the saving grace. It's like, because you never know what's going to happen. So, I sit there and be like, oh, man.
I stand by that. Big creatures and stuff don't win games. Interaction does.
Yeah, that's true. You know, you always get rid of some shit. You know, some rest in peace, baby. Run rest in peace and windfalls. Good luck, brawls.
Did you really want to just go for a rhyme there?
Yeah. No. Sorry.
So what's your one favorite card that got reprinted in Time Spiral?
Oh, what's my favorite card? Shit, I was just looking at the list. I do like Damnation. I feel like we can't get enough of those. I
can't remember. Did they spoil it?
I like the Gemstone. Well, I like the Gemstone Caverns. I wanted one. We sold all the ones that I had from the store, and then they just like jumped up.
Ooh, Urborg's a rare. I thought it was a mythic. Right? That's great.
There's some interesting stuff. I don't like that they like some of the mythics so the Angel's Grace new reprint is fucking awesome. I love that.
Is that rare or mythic?
No, it's just regular rare. I like that they did I like the stupid I like the artwork. There's new artwork for it. So
there's new artwork for Safi too.
Oh, is there really?
Yep.
I didn't even see that. Yeah, I'm just going through the whiteys. And the Mangora, the new artworks for that. I didn't know he was black.
Who?
Mangora?
You didn't know that?
No. I couldn't tell from the old picture. And I don't like that Restore Balance is it's a mythic. That's stupid.
What is?
What's Restore Balance?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Balance.
Yeah, no one plays that.
Is regular balance banned in EDH?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
It's one of the cards I personally don't think needs to be banned.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Oh,
but they sack the rest, right?
We put everyone on an equal playing level. Whatever.
What does it say? It says each player chooses that any number of lands. No, chooses a number they control equal to the number.
It should be the exact same thing.
Okay.
But just that they have to suspend it.
So they will sack the rest for the lands?
Yeah, I think it's whoever has the... So, like, if you had 3 lands and we all had 6 lands, we sack down to 3. And I thought the same happened with other things like creatures.
So it does lands, creatures, and your hand.
Yeah.
Yes. Player sacks creatures and discards cards the same way. So it hits lands, creatures, and that's pretty good.
That's why I don't find
it doesn't get rid of enchantments.
No.
So that's the best thing. Best enchantments and artifacts, and it doesn't fuck with planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I like White Mane Line's probably going to go down in price because they're reprinted that. I just saw that. You know what the funny thing is? That Templar Isolation is a really good card. I used to play it when we start playing Commander again.
Show me the card.
It's this one. It's this the
yep. I know what you mean.
It's 1 white and 1 colorless. It's an aura. It's got flash. Enchanted creature has shadow. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. So it just gives him shadow, and then he can't deal any damage.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. He's just out there. That's the worst thing you could do to a commander, is just put him out there, and he doesn't do anything.
Did you know Dryad Arbor got a reprint?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I missed that one.
Wow. Oh, Delay got a reprint, so the price on that is going to go. And there's a new artwork for that. That's pretty awesome. I really like that. The artwork. And then Training Welk, always a great card. What is it? I think there was... I think that's Mystical Teachings, which I think is a very unplayed card in Commander. I played it in my Flash deck and I didn't realize how good it was. And so Pack Negation, God, yeah, I'm excited for that. And it's just a regular rare, thank God. You know what? It might still be shit though, considering there's the last few sets, bomb ass rares that are not mythics they're like really hard to come by. They're harder to pull than the fucking mythics. Mm-hmm. And it's just the cycle, the way they've been doing these magic cards and the boxes have been shit. I don't know why. It's been really terrible. Spell Blast or Spell Burst, that's a pretty cool one. Teferi's back as a mythic. Vincer, I'm really excited about that. Walk of Aeons is kind of cool. I feel like you can only play it in a mono blue deck. The Suva Shapeshifter is great. I already said Damnation. Extirpate was really good at one point. No, it's just okay. Living End, I don't like that it's a mythic. It kind of seems not mythic worthy.
Which one?
Living In.
Oh yeah, that should have
Living Death basically on suspend. Smallpox. I always loved Smallpox. Sudden Spoiling. That's a really good one. Tombstalker used to be a baller, but not anymore. A Chroma, Angel Fury. She's a mythic? God damn it. That's stupid. That's stupid. She's been like reprinted a bunch of times. Why would she be a mythic?
Who's that? She? Who?
Chroma Angel Fury.
Wait, what? Show me.
This one, the red one.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know why she would be mythic. She was
terrible. She's like the worst at Chroma. It's like, oh, I can morph her. Who cares?
I'm curious how much she costs on TCG. She's $2.
Yeah, mythic.
She was reprinted in Masters 25.
You pull her, you'll be like, oh, dude, this was awesome. Not Boom and Bust. Always love that card.
Oh, you can pull foil versions of the time shifted cards, and they'll have the old Shooting Star.
Really?
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I'm trying to see the rarity of these because Anthony says he thinks there's at Mythic pull rate. I'm really hoping there's like.
They did reprint a bunch of the new slivers or the slivers out of that set, so look forward for that. I really like in limited, Flame Moth Kavu. That thing was really good. I mean, 6 mana for a 4/2, and it's got Echo for 6. But when it comes into play, it does 2 damage to target creature. And then when it leaves play, it does 4. So I really liked that. It sucked that it had Echo, but it was really good. Jaya Beller, the Task Mage, they reprinted her. Magus of the Moon, I'm really excited about that. I wanted a Magus of the Moon. Looks like all the packs from the Future Sight cycle are getting reprinted. And
real quick.
What?
Because Anthony loves to listen. Every booster pack contains a card from the bonus sheet, so every pack will contain a time shifted card.
Oh shit, that's really good.
Because me and Anthony wasn't too sure, but he thought that's what he heard. So
yeah,
that they were at Mythic Rarity, and I was hoping that wasn't the case. So that's great.
Crazy. You know what's got a reprint, that Sludge Sliver that actually has been climbing.
Sludge Sliver?
Yep.
What is that?
It's the 3 mana for a 2/2 sliver. All slivers, all sliver creatures have this. This creature gets +2 or +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp. All slivers have pay 1 black mana, regenerate this permanent.
Oof.
Right? So like it's just you're gonna run the colors. So he just basically buffs himself. So you're paying 3 for a 3/3 that can regenerate for 1 black mana.
Damn.
It's fucking stupid. I'm telling you, that guy was climbing. So that's the most expensive, one of the most expensive slivers out of that series that came out of Time Spiral. That one and that Palmatic sliver, the one that's really fucking annoying. The one that's as most as annoying as the one that makes them indestructible. Because it says, I think they all have fucking lifelink. Hold on, let me just go back, scroll back. Scrolling. Where are we? We're in the beginning. Avian Mind Sensor got another reprint. Did they make it a rare? Nope, they made it back into an uncommon.
Good.
Yeah, it's a great card. I just don't like to see it pulled as a rare. You're like, fuck, man. Yeah, Pulmatic Slivers. Oh, it gives them flying. That's what. And then it says if.
Those are $4 or $5.
If this permanent would be put into the graveyard, putting it onto the owner's top library instead. Pretty good. Really sucks when somebody kind of revs and you just put it all at the top.
Yeah.
Either way,
I like that sudden spoiling guy reprint too. That card's really good.
Yeah, that's really good. What was it?
Young Moth in that old frame is awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, Wheel of Fate got reprinted as a mythic, which is awesome.
I don't like that.
I like it.
I like that it's reprint. No, I don't like it as a mythic.
Oh, okay.
In every other set, it's been brought out in the Masters or whatever and stuff. It's been a rare.
Yeah, that makes sense. You see that the Gaia's Anthem got bumped down to an uncommon.
That kind of makes sense because there's way better anthems.
Hypergenesis is a mythic. God, well,
no one plays with that card.
No one. It's a good card.
That Dylan should put that in his Hugs deck.
But you know what? The funny thing, it kind of sucks a little bit because here's the problem: like the process can always stop.
Yeah, it can stop with someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it starts with you, so you get to put one dude.
Yeah.
And then it can he can play one, and then he just forgot, and you never get that play around. But at least you get one. I mean, it makes sense. But
Heartly Lane of the Void. That's good.
Yeah, the Heartwood Storyteller got a reprint.
That was a good one.
Yeah, K-Grip got a reprint. I think this was starting to get played, wasn't it? The Life in Limb that makes forest and all saplings 1/1 saplings, and forest and forest lands into additional to their cost.
If you mean from cost evidence, no, that card's dirt cheap. I have yet to see it play in any really many decks when you look at EDH Record.
This is also, I don't know how to pronounce this because it's something words that I cannot understand. But it's the enchantment that for 4.
Show it to me. You're just going to show it to me. On the right there?
Yeah, right here. Right here. No, on the left. On your right. Yeah, you're right.
Muragonda Petroglyphs.
Yeah.
Creatures with no abilities get +2/+2.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a card.
It was. It was rare. It's pretty cool because you could just run it in a token deck. And then just they're all fucking beefy. You're like, oh no. But yeah, that was really good. Yeah. So they reprinted that. What else? Scrub Ranger. That's pretty good. Seal of Primoria. Yeah. Oh, Search for Tomorrow has a new artwork. That's kind of cool. Summoning Pack, Termagoyf is a fucking goddamn mythic.
I was happy to see Stuffy Doll got a reprint.
Boo. Boo. Nobody plays Termagoyf. It's about that vampire boy. That's all about him.
The vampire?
He's got lifelink.
Who?
The Termagoyf vampire.
Oh.
That guy's the best one. He flies, Death Touch, lifelink, and does all this shit. Yeah, he will beat you in the fucking head. Dormant Sliver got one. Darkheart Sliver. The Lich Lord guy. Harmonitic. Jahora.
Yeah, the set
Nocardic
is
Sliver.
spicy.
Stuffy Air Deck Daughter. She got a reprint.
Yeah, that's that new art.
Yeah, the new art was pretty cool. Is that Han guy? Is he running?
I'm curious.
I think it is.
Someone said on Reddit that because that dude's called Eric something and she's called Eric's daughter, right?
Yeah. That means Eric is the father.
Yeah, so people want to know who Eric is.
Yeah, because here's some cool information. In Iceland, people's last names are the first name of the fathers added. Like, okay, so like your daughter would be like Aaron, your daughter would be Aaron's daughter. And if you had a son, you would be Aaron's good son. In Iceland, they do that.
Oh, that's why it's Eric's daughter and Eric's son.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, Iceland, they do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really, and then like I said, it's the father of the first name, his first name put onto like daughter, and then if they have a boy, it's son, Gooden's son, or I think it's son. Yeah, Gooden's son. I think so.
Okay. So I wonder when they'll bring that, if they'll ever show.
Or no. It's just son. I think it is.
Well, that
I
would
think
make
it's just
sense in
son.
this. Yeah,
I was thinking of this other guy. This guy I follow on Instagram. His name is Jorin Gooden's son.
Yeah.
So his father's name must be Gooden. It's something fucking Icelandic. Maybe I'm butchering the name, but yeah. So that guy, I didn't find that out until I start somehow following some. Oh, sorry about that. I was following some Icelandic people, and then I was like, "What? That's weird. Y'all weird." But whatever. I don't know if the name changes when they get married or not, but it seems cool. But yeah, and that's one of the biggest hypes is fucking Sliver Legion got a reprint.
Yeah.
And it's a mythic, which is titties.
That's a lot of monies.
Mm-hmm. And then a Chroma's Memorial, which I'm super hyped about that, actually. I totally forgot. That's a mythic, and that's a really good card. Coalition Relic, really cool. Power of Gauntlet of Power. I said that backwards. Jesus. Gauntlet of Power got a reprint, which is really good. I was really wanting one because we sold all the ones from the store, but they were like cheap as hell. Yeah. And then they start like maybe spiking. 3 to 4 months down the road, they fucking start spiking up. So annoying. Hivestone Sliver or Hivestone. That's a really cool. It's a niche card. It just turns your creatures you control or slivers in addition to their other costs or creature type, which is really cool. I don't see Stuffy though. Stuffy has the same artwork.
What's that?
You said Stuffy has new artwork.
No, Safi.
Oh, I thought you said Stuffy.
No.
But yeah, that's a pretty cool card. Stuffy's not the greatest card, but it is definitely really good when you Blasphemous Fact.
Yep. my Jarrell deck, the Return King dude does that stuff.
Yeah. Arbiter Elf. It's a rare. Wow.
Wait,
Okay.
what? Wait.
The Druid Arbiter. Blah. Sorry.
Is that the one that makes like?
No, the Druid Arbiter is the Forest Druid. 1/1 land. You said it's
Dryad
got
Arbor.
Dryad
Yeah,
Arbor.
okay.
What did I say? Druid? Yeah. Ugh. English is not good.
You gave it like 2 different names. I was so fucking confused.
I'm working on it. Flagstones, they were climbing in price, so now they're probably gonna go back where they were at. Gemstone Caverns got a mythic, which is awesome. Swarmyard was actually climbing quite a bit.
I didn't even know it was a card.
Nope, it was. I was sad about it because we sold all the like 1 or 2 that we had of them, and they were just like dimes. They were literally worthless. I think they jumped up in price because of that rat. The rat and the squirrels. The rat and squirrels. Secret layer stuff.
Oh, that yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Literally, as soon as the rat one was released, that thing was climbing, and then the squirrel one was released. It climbed a little bit more. Because all it does is just.
Oh yeah, they're $20.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. I told you. Tillira West, it's a rare, which is really awesome. Because remember we were on that kick where we sold all the ones from the store. Mm-hmm. We were just selling. We had a ton of them, and then we found out they were like fucking, I don't know, like $12, some shit like that.
Yeah, they're now 7.
Yeah, and then Vesuva got a reprint. Urbor got a reprint. Oh shit! Why is Vesuva mythic? That makes
it's a really
no
good
sense.
land.
I guess it's good. It's good. I'm not gonna take a shit on it, but not a mythic, right?
I'd say like if there was a fine line between rare and mythic, that's where it belongs.
Yeah. So what are the old Time Spiral card? Is there only 121?
Yeah, it's 121.
So everything is revealed for them. Everything this time shifted.
I don't know. I can.
Which one have you enjoyed so far?
My favorite time shifted one.
Yeah, I like the Path of Exile.
Well, I was gonna say that my goal is to replace all my Path of Exiles with the old Path of Exiles, except for the MTG Fest ones.
That'd be kind of cool.
But what's my favorite time shifted?
Yeah.
Well,
that Ponder is really fucking cool.
if I can get like a thing where it's like,
fuck that Grey Merchant. Oh my god, people are gonna chase that so hard.
Excuse me.
Ooh, that old Thoughtseize. The Thoughtseize with old artwork is really, really good. Oh, Yawgmoth. Oof. That's gonna be a chaser. Huh. Kiki Jiki or artwork. That looks sick. Oh, maybe I should talk more. Sorry, shit. There's some neat ones. The Banishing Light seems really cool. Lingering Souls, even though that card was so fucking annoying going against, that was really cool.
Here we go. I just wanted to get a list of time shifted cards.
Resto Angel, Silence, Saram. That guy's kind of cool. Time shifted. The Maul Drifter.
I like the Beast Within's. I like
the Reband. That's going to be hot.
The one to me that I like that complements the old border frame is the Ewits. I really like the Ewits in the old frame.
I haven't even got that far yet. I'm still in the red. The Kiki Chiki's really does well with that framework. Just the colors.
I like that they chose that artwork too.
Yeah. Vandal Blast is really cool looking with that old artwork.
I really like Dovin's Voodoo.
Yeah. Beast Within, and then the Corsair Crufix.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That Ewit does make it look good. Oh, the Mystical, or that Elvish Mystic is pretty cool. The Leaping Evolutionary Leap is pretty cool. Fucking Prime Titan. Get out of here.
But
Nature's Lure. Yeah, Nature's Lures is cool.
I'd probably say one of my top 3 favorites is the Abrupt Decay, though.
Oh, I just saw that right now, right as you just said that.
Yeah, the Abrupt Decay, just because I love Abrupt Decay,
cool.
and the card looks really good.
Yeah. Well, that dragon, that Arcadius, is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Anthony said he really likes that.
Oh, the Vito.
Yeah, that looks good too.
Dovin Vitos. That one's pretty cool.
I'd probably say I'd like to get the
Neither
Vito.
Willikary Terror is pretty cool.
Vito's, Abrupt Decay, and Paths. Those are the ones I'll probably get.
Oh, Mortify seems cool. Cause he played Pride Mage looks decent. Some of these kind of like shit, to be honest. Some of these multicolors. There's some on there okay, but there's some on just like too much. The colors are just kind of weird. I always forget how corny the multicolor ones look a little bit. Oh, Chalice of the Void. Old artwork. Oh, that is titties.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones. Spoiled.
The cranial plating, that's really cool. The crystal shard.
You can get those cranial platings now.
Why?
They're in the Cow Time set boosters. Is the list.
In that artwork?
Yeah, people thought it was a mistake, but they intentionally did that.
Oh, shit. That's kind of cool. But I don't really run cranial plating it, but that's cool.
Panharmonicon?
Yeah, the Panharmonicon looks really, really cool. Chalice of the Overflowing Chalice. This looks really cool. Crumb Spyglass. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's really cool.
The Ancient Den, I swear to God, I thought that was Sarah Sanctum.
Oh, you're a cross-eyed bastard, so I can understand that. Oh, Pachuca Bog. Old artwork. I think we've talked about this and how amazing that looks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Field of Ruins, cool. And the Mystic Sanctuary. That's pretty cool. Even though that bitch just got banned hardcore.
What'd they get banned in?
Modern?
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So.
I think they were just comboing the fuck out with some weird shit.
Well, cool.
I don't know why it was banned. Usually they have an article that tells you. I haven't looked up the article.
Are all the cards spoiled for this set?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, how many cards?
I don't know.
How many cards in the set?
Well,
because it comes out next week.
It comes out a week from this Friday. Coming up this Friday.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna buy a couple of packs, but I don't know how many though.
15 mythics, 53 rares, 100 commons, 121 commons, 289 cards. But that's just the information about it. I don't know how much is spoiled yet about it. But usually Wizards will post a thing on their Facebook saying the full spoiler's up, and we haven't seen that yet. So. Ooh, geez, that flew by. It's already about getting time.
What time is it?
10:51.
Oh shit!
So yeah, we're gonna get starting to open the old shop here.
Yeah.
Come out, support us, play some Commander, do some fun stuff.
Just hang out, talk about bullshit.
Yep.
That's all we do.
Again, if you'd like, support us on our Patreon.
Well, yep.
It's on our Facebook, and you can search us on Patreon. So. We will soon start incorporating fan requests into these videos, and then there's going to be some side videos we're going to put up, but you can only see them if you are our mid-tier Patreon or higher, and we will post updates on our Patreon when we get those videos out. So, anything you'd like to add, good old Alex boy?
My tummy hurts.
You need to take a nap.
I do. I am, I like to think I do well without sleep, but I think I can still keep going and not be in a cranky mood or anything. Just keep going, but just like not really there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yep. Also too, as someone who has crashed at your place multiple times where we were supposed to stay up and play games or something, and like 5 minutes later you're out. I can certainly say, yeah, you can keep going, buddy.
You know what I mean? No, like through the day, like I'm sleep deprived. I'm just keep running on fumes, and then I'm not mad or anything because there's some people. Ooh, buddy,
they like need their sleep.
Yeah, they're just stupid. I just don't get it. I don't get. There's no use to getting mean about it. Just like, okay, it's cool, man. You're gonna go to bed again here soon. You'll be all right.
Another day, it's gonna be done over here soon.
Right. It's all right. You can just go lay down right now. And actually,
yeah. It's like if you're not at work, no one's telling you to stay up right now.
I know, right? They're sitting there scrumming through their fucking phone, just like, God damn it! You can take a nap, Nope, it's gotta do nothing on my phone. All right, man, you got it.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. You have a fantastic Saturday, if it is Saturday when you're listening to this.
Yeah. See you later. Bye.